Right. Yes, Herodian, we can actually see it now.
You can see it.
It looks very bleak.
Here you are.
I mean, as I say, once we're out of Bethlehem, on the ground, it's almost desert-like. Very dry, very few settlements.
Pillar to post. The synagogue, the chapel, the guards.
Some various churches there, Graham, you can pick out.
Foundation, no. What is it? Chapel. Pillar to post.
As a result of there being so many religions here, things often seem to get mixed up, and at least one of the holy Christian shrines is tended by Muslims.
No. Both the remains and destruction is studied about the accuracy of description of the visitors use restrooms. And there's some signs actually within it. Explanatory signs against each of the ruins.
A sign or...
Explanatory signs.
Explanatory signs.
Against each of the ruins.
You've had just over 6.5 minutes so far.
Living quarters, oh dear.
That's not much
Right.
at all, is it?
No.
Sorry, so we're approaching this mountain, okay? And there's some ruins.
Living
you
quarters.
say.
Here you are, look, in the living quarters.
Yeah, which is number 3.
Number 3. No. Just a
That's
big
no
blank
help,
space.
yeah.
It's spectacular.
Are you near it?
Scenery around here. Yes, we're just flying over some very bleak hills, as you can imagine. It's so dry. And the mound of where Herodian is, I presume this is it on the hill. That's it actually there. It's the mountain, is it?
Are you anywhere near
there's the
landing,
ruins
Annie?
there. Yes. Can we circle over the ruins? Have a look at the ruins. Right.
When you land, when you get yourself into the entrance,
Yeah.
can you tell us you're there, and then we'll give you directions into the living quarters?
Right. These are the ruins, or on the hill? Up on the... Oh, I see.
On the top.
It's okay. There's a coach. That means some tourists are here. That
No.
must be the right place.
Annika, the place you're heading to,
Yes.
Herod the Great built this place. It was the same Herod who ordered the massacre of all the newborn babies in an attempt to do away with the Messiah.
Oh, yes, we can have the most spectacular view inside it now. It's like looking inside a crater at the top of the mountain.
You're
That's
actually
right,
in
it's
it.
great.
Yeah. Can we land at the top? Can you let me off? You can drop me off? Oh, on the top of the hill on the edge. Why not?
Good, that's near the opening.
Right.
Near the entrance, right.
We're gonna just...
And
I
straight
hope
across.
that Kata can
literally.
just drop me off at the top. We can land then as soon as possible. Oh, great. Good. No, I don't want to walk in this weather.
In the living quarters.
Yeah, we got it here.
Yeah, got it there.
You're saving my energy. I've got a great pilot here. My welfare at heart. Right. We're gonna land there, I think. So when we land, it's the living quarters.
When you land, you go into the entrance, and directly opposite you
Yeah.
are the living quarters.
Yes.
And then you'll see some notes on some of the pillars.
No.
And you want to find a connection, a nominal connection, so might be the name of
It
Salome.
might be an old coin or something.
Might be,
No,
or
I
it could
think-
be the name.
I think we've passed that, haven't
Yeah.
we? Because it's Herodian. The nominal connection was Herod. Get us here.
All right, so
Yeah.
with the
I
seven
think
veils.
pillar to
So go
post in the
from-
living room we've got to find.
Around the pillars.
Right, yes, I can see now.
Can you see them?
There's all sorts of pillars. We're just
Yeah.
running down some steps.
So have a good look around the pillars.
Sorry, Graham, this is a bit jumpy. We're just galloping down the steps. Now, here we are. Follow the arrow.
This helps me. Actually, that's
This, I
the next
presume,
place.
Peristyle and Gardens, Herodian.
Well, there is in this little map we've got, there is an area called the living quarters.
The living quarters.
Yeah, living
Do you know-
quarters,
can you come
Herodian.
here? Do you know which the actual living quarters are?
Sorry?
Do you know which the actual living quarters are?
Living quarter. Well, give me a minute.
Or have you got a map?
Wait a minute.
Can I just see a layout?
Well, you've got the gardens first,
Right.
and then you've got the living quarters stuck in the corner,
In the corner.
next to the synagogue.
Right. Next to the synagogue.
But
right.
there's a solid wall between the synagogue and the living quarters, so don't
Yes,
get
here
the
they
wrong
are.
side.
Here they are. Right. This is the living quarters. I can
it
see
said-
I'm in them now.
It says go from pillar to post.
So really, just have a
Every
good run
pillar,
round.
every post.
What's this? Oh, I found it.
You found it?
Amazing.
Right. Stop the clock. Don't read the clue. We're going to take a short break now.
Right.
Welcome back to part 2 of Treasure Hunt. Well, Jan and Liz have solved the first clue. That's £50 to the good.
There's the second clue. If you're ready, start the clock.
Read the clue, Annika, please.
Okay, well, at the scene of an event 10 days before Pentecost, take a seat on a traveller that went from Jerusalem to Mecca in 4 bounds.
At the scene of an event 10 days before Pentecost, take a seat on a traveller that went from Jerusalem to Mecca in 4 bounds.
A camel, a traveller?
Sounds like it very much to me.
With 4
Pentecost.
bumps
I'm sure
rather
that's
than
one of
4
those things that you
bounds.
always see
Yeah,
in
the Pentecost. Let's get it in
a
there.
diary, isn't it?
What should we do? Get back? I don't think...
Can you get back to the... yes, get into the helicopter and take off.
Right, well,
Please.
1.5 minutes behind, not bad.
Thank you, Gerda. Thank you, Greg. It's a real joint effort today trying to get in here.
Pentecost, June the 10th. Pentecost, June the 10th.
June the 10th.
Yeah.
So in other words, on June the 1st.
June the 1st. Right, if we could again just circle Gada while they work out where to go. June the 1st. Look in the Bible.
Pentecost, a Jewish festival held on the 50th day after the second day of Passover, the festival of Whitsuntide,
Whitsuntide.
7 days after Easter. At the scene. At the scene of events. 10 days
7 days
before
after
Pentecost.
Easter.
No, 10 days before
10
Pentecost.
days before Pentecost. And Pentecost is a Jewish festival held on the 50th day.
Well,
after the second day
I
of
just looked
Passover.
that up. It's on the...
Would that be,
7 weeks after Easter.
hello, are you still there?
It's 10
Yeah.
days
Right.
before...
We're just trying to work out the actual.
Well, it's the 31st of May. 31st of May.
31st of May.
Now,
Surely
this-
it...
what day is that? Is that Ascension Day? I'm trying to find
Oh,
it.
right.
Ascension Day,
Oh,
May the
it
31st. Yes, it's Ascension Day.
Ascension
Yeah.
Day.
So
the
God went
31st.
up on Mount. He went up on a mount, didn't he? To Jerusalem.
Where should we go?
It'd be a camel train, I would have thought. That went from Jerusalem to Mecca.
4 pounds. Where did he ascend?
They're deep in books, Annika.
I wish I'd been more religious.
Now, who said something about a camel? I think Annika did herself.
And we're
didn't
looking
she?
for the.
Yeah, wait a minute. The swiftest of his camels was Al-Ado. It's fabled to have performed the whole journey from Jerusalem to Mecca in 4 bounds,
Oh, great.
Yes.
thereby gaining a place in heaven along with Borak.
Where is that?
We're just trying to work out where it would start.
Right, because we're just flying around, as I say, round Herodian.
Okay,
And we'll
just
just stay in
Coburg,
this
just hang
area.
on.
Koba. Is that on the video? Koba. Jerusalem.
Right.
to Mecca.
But do you not think that might be Jerusalem? I'm determined to get to Jerusalem. I want to go to Jerusalem.
Somewhere near.
Have you got a dictionary there? Any more dictionaries?
There's quite a few
dictionary
here,
here.
Kenneth. There's a...
Jan,
Hello?
anyone?
Yes.
Do you not think that might be from Jerusalem?
Sorry, say again?
Do you not think that might be from Jerusalem
From
that they
Jerusalem.
went?
Yes. At the scene of an event 10 days before Pentecost, take a seat on the traveller.
Well, we know
that
what
went
we
from
know what it
Jerusalem
is.
to
It is
Mecca.
the camel. The swiftest of the camels was El-Ada. Jerusalem to
Right,
Mecca in
they haven't
4
told me yet,
bounds.
Gada. We have to wait.
Borak, therefore gaining a place in heaven along with Borak, but he comes from Koba.
We're trying to find
K-O-B-A.
K-O-V-A,
Yeah.
KOVA. Can you see it at all on your map?
Kova. Is there a place called Kova? Do you know? Kova, K-O-V-A. V-A.
Safety for 4 days.
Kova. No, I think we'll give that one a miss.
Wait a minute.
It might be actually in Jerusalem.
Jan?
Yeah, I think it is.
Jan?
Yes, hello,
It's
Annika.
wonderful. When you speak to me, I can really hear you clearly, though everything else is just a vague crackle. So, can you give me some
Another thing
direction?
about Jerusalem. Wait a minute.
Yeah, it is. It's
There's
not in
the-
here.
We're just flying over what looks like desert, but of course the Holy Land isn't all desert. In fact, the Israelis are well known for making the desert bloom, and they grow wonderful pineapples and grapefruit
Lovely.
and
Sounds
mangoes,
lovely.
peppers,
lovely.
avocados.
Anything else from Jerusalem?
Also a lot of livestock they export, so while shepherds watch their flocks at night, that still has some relevance. They still watch their flocks as they did in biblical times.
15
Mind you, we're
minutes
not
gone
seeing a lot
already.
of flocks where we are at the moment. We're still circling around this area of Herodia, is that right?